the United States of America, the land of opportunity, and also the home of a whole load of GOAT employees that I've never managed to pick up the phone to until now. Mainly because I presume that they go, "Oh my god, that British guy Matt is so weird." Realising that that's an unfair assumption to make, I have been chatting away to my colleagues across the pond to find out a little bit more about how things are going stateside. So yeah, I'm getting to know a hand-picked selection of the US team. I've been filming the company for a year and a half now, and I understand very little about what goes on across the pond.
As you know, a very decent chunk of the company's revenue and some of, if not the biggest client in the company is based in the US. So I think it's time we put the spotlight on the US team. How were the conversations with the other guys?
I mean, they're fabulous people. I don't know if they're being especially nice to me just because they feel like they have to, but we broke the ice, I feel. We talked about non-work related things quite a bit. You've got fantastic teeth.
Welcome to America.
And I'm assuming your chosen cocktail is a Long Island iced tea.
I hate them.
No. I actually sort of forgot both times that I was on a work call. Probably should ask them how their work is going. But I feel like there's quite a big difference in how just advertising's done out there.
Some brands are freezing everything and not doing anything. Other brands take advantage of people being at home and how can we relate to them. And then there's other brands out there that are they just don't want to touch it at all because at some point you'll polarize a certain part of the country.
The US team, we're getting really big deals, which is awesome. We're really earning longer term business just because up front we did very well on some of our pilot campaigns and our biz dev team is really pushing hard to get longer term deals. And they're doing a great job pitching new ideas in the middle of COVID-19. That could be tough, but everyone is doing a really good job.
It's become, I guess, left wing to want to keep the country closed because it's anti-Trump, and it's become right wing to want to open the country up. No matter what direction you go in, you piss someone off. So there's a lot of brands that are watching that tightrope carefully.
The US is, I guess, beginning to open back up.
Slowly but surely. New York is a bit strict, but as you would expect, just because the density of New York City and Long Island as well. I think with the summer approaching and the warmer weather, people are getting a little stir crazy. So they're more willing to go outside.
The more it goes on, the crazier it gets. It depends on where you are in the country. I mean, in some states, like I'm here in Florida, and it's like nothing ever happened. Everything's open. Restaurants are open to 25% capacity. But if you go to Michigan or New York, it's as locked down as anywhere in the world. It's a crazy juxtaposition, but I would say it's a similar situation in terms of companies that we're talking to and brands we're working with.
We've been educating clients about the broader ways of that influencer content can add value. So we're talking about the social ecosystem. Obviously, with the whole coronavirus situation, it's sped up the shift in spending from traditional channels to digital and social. But even within that social ecosystem, I think we've seen that a lot of clients think they're just buying influencer content that will sit on the influencer channel. Our best clients are really using that content across their own organic social channels. We're making sure we're buying the rights to that content. Brands are struggling to create branded content in the ways they were able to before coronavirus. So increasingly, we're making sure we've got the rights to the content and brands are repurposing it on organic social. And then we're also passing it to the media agency of lots of our biggest clients.
How do you think Nick has adapted to the US? Does he seem like he sticks out like a sore thumb, being a very, very, very British man?
I mean, once in a while he'll throw in a word that I've never heard of before, but it kind of goes both ways. He called a vacuum a Hoover. Yeah, that's not right.
Someone that's managing all of these people, is it important to get to grips with the American culture on a deep level?
I think the first thing you do is try and understand where all the states are geographically, and then you try and understand what broadly the geography of the US means from a sort of cultural, socio-economic, political point of view.
You would think you would know a little bit more about the surrounding area other than New York City. When we were in the office, one thing that I was doing is I was making Hallie and Nick take state quizzes, so if they could pick every state out on the map, and they were failing miserably.
It's nothing.
You look more like you should be in prison every day.
Oh, it's funny. I've got a massive blueprint of the local Brixton prison on my back, just in case I ever need to break out of there.